Talk. Hello.
Hello, 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 and welcome. We're here. We're here for my 1K special. So thank you everyone for turning up. I'm very, very excited about this. And as always, I have a few friends of mine in the chat to help me celebrate. So we will have more as time goes on, I'm sure. But let me go around the table and introduce everybody, just so we know who's here and who's not. So, Dick Dawson, how are you, my friend? Thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me. Hello, fellow babies. How's everybody doing? This is going to be fun. Crafty's already got 1K. Woohoo! Let me hear it. All right. Awesome. So, yeah, big congratulations.
I can
Thanks for
hear
having
the
me.
Flag.
Okay, we're going to go. Next, we're going to go to Glober Mommy. Thank you so much for coming. How
You're
are
welcome.
you?
Congratulations. So awesome. So awesome.
Yay!
Yay!
How are you? What have you been up to since we spoke last? What, like 4 days ago?
Just the usual, making videos and putting them out and being on live streams and doing this. So, you know, same old, same old.
Of course. Thank you. And next we have Irish Demon.
How's it going?
Welcome at 3
Thank
o'clock
you
in the
very
morning.
much. I know, 3 o'clock. I
You've
went to
been
bed
busy.
early. Yeah, I've been up the walls the last few days. Yeah, 3 o'clock here. Just turned 3 a.m. Well worth it, though. I'm delighted to be here. I know we've been looking forward to this for a while. So I just got over the 1,000 mark myself last week sometime. So it's good. It's good to be in the 1,000 club and, you know, pushing on and trying to get up there as quick as I can. And it's been a lot of fun so far, for sure.
Absolutely. And yeah, as I said, you've been busy. So how many videos have you put out in the last week?
In the last week, I'd say maybe 20, give or take. Wow. I kind of get into a role, and yeah, I just kind of sit there and smash them out. With lockdown as well, it makes it a little bit easier. So, and you know, my whole attitude and my take on it is, I'm just a normal bloke. And if I can break these things down and can figure it out and figure out the science behind things without necessarily having a formal education in it, then anybody should be able to do it. So yeah, that's what I like to do. So whenever I see something stupid, I want to break it down straight away. I don't want to wait. I've actually got a video loaded and ready to go because I know I'm going to spend the rest of today asleep on the couch after I drop Mrs. Demon on. So I don't think there'll be much filming done today. But yeah, today's... last night we had the whole mouse on the booster thing. And the next one, I can't even remember because I was half asleep last night when I put it together. But yeah, we've got a lot on the way, so super excited to keep plugging on.
Woohoo! And next I'll go to the plot hole. Thank you for joining, my friend. How are you?
Well, I'm currently doing my CC.
I know the plot hole is... Oh, yes.
So, any second now, I'm going to start yelling and cursing at other drivers.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you came in, but please focus on the road, my friend. Please focus on the road and be safe. Okay, and I'm going to go to my good friend, Tony Purcell. Tony, how are you? How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you. How are you? Well, congratulations. Oh, only the top of my head is appearing.
Thank you.
Didn't know that, but yeah. There I am. Okay. But yeah, congratulations. And to Irish Demon as well. It's great to see such new and important voices getting the recognition they deserve. I think it's just really exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But and I couldn't help but beam every time in the intro when I saw the goats bouncing around with such energy. Kind of actually, now that I because I keep on getting Have you ever noticed that I have a tendency to half start a sentence and then change my mind about how the sentence goes about 3 times in quick succession? Yeah, so the energy that the young goats has kind of reminds me of sort of you and Irish Demon sort of producing such great content and just doing whatever the hell you want and enjoying it. It's great to see, and I think other people are recognizing it, and that's why you're going to get a lot more subs.
Thank you so much. Come here. Next, I'm going to go to my sister on the EiE Network, my other sister on the EiE Network, Amy Hogan. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here too. Congratulations. You've got your community tab. You've got over 1,000. This is so exciting. I'm happy to be here. I'm not wearing pants to celebrate, so there we go. How's that? Don't worry, I actually have a dress on. I'm too old to go pantsless. So thank you for having me so much. I'm too excited. Hey, congratulations.
And for anyone that doesn't know Amy, you've been living under a rock or you haven't checked out the EiE Network yet. So that's where I'm going to be most weekends. So you better hop on over and have a look and be with us during the weekends too. Talking about that, I also want to introduce the guy who has run 2 live streams for me so far, and yet you're not wriggling out of the future ones, if there's going to be future ones. Taddy Bogle, how are you?
All right, Trips, all right. Oh, first off, Miss Keeler, ma'am, Queen Mod, congratulations on reaching the 1K. Fucking fantastic work. You deserve no less, because the videos you put out are fucking spot on. The live streams, maybe not so much so, but that's probably my fault. Hey, fuck that. But anyway,
more my fault, I think.
What I would like to ask is, what the hell are you all doing in my Tatty Bogle field? I was out last night for my usual night out, man. I get myself a wee bit more pissed than usual, so I thought I'll just lie down here and I can get myself sorted in the morning. I lay down on my haystack. I wake up with a hooray hangover, still dressed in what I was wearing last night, and oh, you buggers are about. What's going on?
It's gravity, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I'm loving that look. I am loving that look.
Aye.
That just suits you down to the ground. And we might explain the look in a little while. I know Tatty has one phrasing for it. I know you have one story. I've heard another. So before we give people nightmares, I'm gonna move on and introduce the legendary Monk the Drunk Monkey. How are you?
Fucking sound. I'm fucking sound, yeah. Oh, wow, this is amazing. Do you know what? You are so fucking slow. You need to get a grip, love. Can you hear me?
What? You know, fucking... Yeah,
you need to get a grip. You're doing a 1K sub, which I congratulate you on, by the way. When you're hitting 1.7 fucking K, you stupid dumbass. You're fucking way behind. I don't know how you fucking pulled it off. It must be a sympathy vote or something. I don't fucking know, man.
Monkey, you need to go back to school and learn to learn math again. It's 1.07. I'm not that behind. Please don't let me be that behind.
No, that just means I'm blind.
I think I'm good.
No, but well
Too much whiskey was had.
Well done. I need it.
Oh,
that's
you're
it.
mad.
It's great.
It's great
so
to have
I'll
you.
Scream and shout later if you want. You crack on.
Please do.
No, later.
Well,
bye. You crack on. You're still introducing the show. Go on, get on with it.
Yeah, I know.
I have something to say, actually.
Someone help her out, for fuck's sake. Dick, you're good at this shit.
Monkey.
Dad,
Keela's
give me
got about a
give me
1 second
quick-
lag on her, and she's trying to answer, but you're not giving her time. Slow down a tad, brother.
He's more excited than I am. It's great. I just want to introduce one more person, and it is the man that's helped put all of this together and is running this shit today. Bull, oh my God, thank you so much for having the patience for us all. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing very good this afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. We're a worldwide special. There's people at 3 a.m. and there's people at 3 p.m. So all around the world, 1,000+ subs. That's awesome.
Time zones
I am
be damned.
excited. Time zones be damned. Yes, exactly. So I look forward to doing this little hangout, get together, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited to have you guys here. So, Anthony, you wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah, it was just I just noticed that it's my first time on a stream with Amy Hogan, and I was in a chat somewhere, and Amy came on, and somebody said Amy Hogan in answer to some question, and it just popped into my head to put that to the old Daniel Boone theme tune, Amy Hogan. And I just can't get it out. Every time I see Amy Hogan, that's what pops into my head. It's a weird thing with no relevance to anything, but I just had to get it off my chest. Sorry.
Thank you.
We have to run with that, man. We have to run with that. There's a song in the open there somewhere.
Definitely. Believe me, that's not going to be forgotten anytime soon.
Okay.
But yeah. So, Bull, could you really quickly, I sent you on Discord a picture of a very, very special goat. Could you put him up for me for a minute?
Yes, one moment, please.
When you have time.
Let me grab him up.
I think she means the picture of Dell, but I might be wrong.
God, that was hilarious.
Did you see his Oompa Loompa cosplay the other day?
No.
Is that not just like every day for him?
He did a video where he put on this sort of white forensic suit and sort of these goggles, as though he were dealing with Ebola and just wasn't very good at protective measures, and all he was doing was pouring water into a fish tank. But he looked like a gigantic Oompa Loompa as far as I was concerned. That was just...
He is a gigantic Oompa Loompa.
He is.
Right. Well, I'll come back to Dell in a second because there's something that I wish to talk about with Dell. But really quickly, we have that picture of the goat. If we can put that up.
There he is. He, she?
Yep.
Not sure.
Yay! Right. So, I'm not sure if the chat can see. But yeah, there he is. So I just have a very, very bad lag because goat powered internet, as the intro suggested. So this belongs to a goat called Tulsi. He is going to be a mating male, and he needs a name. So
Well,
for
first
my
off,
1K special,
can we congratulate him on being a mating male? Like, right on, buddy. Way to get in there.
That's like my dream
he has
job.
a bright future in front of him.
That is
he has a
literally
very
my
happy
dream job.
future.
Sounds to me like you've been gonna be so.
Oh,
Well,
big
right.
robot
So
there.
our mission real quick tonight will be to name that goat. Now, I have received a list as long as my arm with suggestions as to what to name him. So in the next few minutes, while we're having a little conversation amongst ourselves and seeing what's going on in the world, I will be putting up a community post poll because, yay, I have community tab. I will be putting up a poll with a list of my favorite names, and you guys in the chat will have the chance to vote on the name of the goat. And at the end of the live stream, we're going to name the goat.
Bob the Science Guy just came up with a good one. Stud Muffin.
Or just, Irish Demon would work for that as well.
Oh.
So cute.
Yeah, sorry. It's a weird thing. I can't multitask. In case you haven't noticed, I can't multitask at all. But yeah, going back to Dell. So I don't know if you guys were watching, but he had a live stream the other day. I think I was talking to someone about this. But he came up with this thing where he was talking about Globers. And what he said in his little rant was, when you get to the level where you have to personally insult people, wait for it, then you've basically lost the argument. Now, I don't know if you watch Dell very much, but isn't that his whole show?
Pretty much. It's the vast majority from what I've seen, certainly.
I was going to say hypocrite much, Del? Jesus.
Yeah.
This is...
What is beautiful?
No.
What is beautiful is he... Go on, Teddy.
Just going to say, for once in my life, I'm actually going to stand up for him and say, have you ever heard folks in the west of Scotland talk? Because an insult is a hello, how you doing?
Yeah.
In our language.
That is true. I've been to Glasgow a good few times, and like a general greeting where I come from is, hey, how are you? The general greeting in Glasgow is, see you, you prick.
All right, man, boys. How you doing, you arsehole?
Oh.
Right.
We have a new person in the chat that I'm very, very happy has made it, because I know he's very, very busy, and he has a thing coming up, a live stream coming up today, and I think it's the last in that series. So, Big Blue, how are you? What's going on?
Hey.
I'm doing. What's going on, fellas and ladies? Doing well, Keela. How are you?
I've done it to you again. I've done it to you again. I've pulled you in to the little meat. So thank you so much for coming. I love when you're on. The last time you were on, which was Sunday, Tony kind of said something to give us all nightmares. Have you recovered from what that was?
Actually, it frightened me so badly I can't even remember what it was.
The penguins.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's that. I never dreamed of that. Who would think?
Yeah, that's right. Until you see it, it never occurs to you. They look so cute.
Yeah. Those things are packing a concealed weapon.
It's always the cute things that you have to watch out for.
Damn right.
I don't know.
So for those of you that weren't on the live stream on Sunday, Tony basically railroaded the entire live stream for a few minutes by basically saying, "Have you ever seen the inside of a penguin's mouth?" So of course everyone went and Googled it and got the shock of their lives. Now I don't recommend you doing it now.
Doing it right now.
Because you'll never be able to forget it.
Don't, Irish, don't.
Oh, holy shit.
I told you not to.
As I disclosed later on in that,
That was such a flirf moment. I don't mean to insult, but that was, you got to do it for yourself. Don't trust anybody else's word.
That's true. That's true. Do your own research. You're right, but you're right, Dick.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Exactly
Fairness,
the
I
reaction
knew
had,
people
Irish.
would have to do it.
It is funny
I
to
could
watch
just
the
tell by
reaction.
the way she. I could tell by the way she said it. This is a no-go. You don't do it.
Not if you want to sleep. No.
You really don't want to do that.
If for the audience out there, if you're not willing to do it, let me give you a little bit of a description. And it references the movie The Strain. You know, the stinger that comes out of those things' mouths, the vampires? Yeah, that's what that looks like.
I was thinking like a
Blue.
burnt grilled cheese folded open on display, but you know, I don't know. It's just-
It's
Blue, anyway. Sorry,
it's a
I did have
raspy
to bring
old
that up.
tongue.
I did have to bring
It's a
that up because
raspy old tongue.
it did seem like Blue was more affected than the rest of us.
How does a penguin eat an ice cream? My brain is going overtime here. I'm like, there's so many things this penguin can't do. How does it lick a stamp?
You'd be surprised how rarely that comes up in discussions of penguin evolutionary pressure.
Blue, tell us about the live stream that you're going to be on later.
Oh yeah, Bob the Science Guy and I are going to be live tonight, wrapping up. I think this will be the fourth in the series to finish destroying the quantum eraser.
Cool.
Not that we haven't already finished destroying the quantum eraser. Now we're just going to have a little fun, kick him around.
This quantum eraser came up sort of in my thoughts the other day. Sort of a few people have taken aim at sort of Thrive and Survive's recent video about the mouse and that sort of thing. And I have to say that recently, you know, it sort of struck me as absolutely pathetic that people are wasting their lives. They're trawling through this, you know, the lunar missions, looking for the tiniest details that they can quibble over, and they're basically just throwing away their existence on this minutiae to try and prop up a derangement. But there are a couple of people where I'm glad they're wasting their lives, and Quantum Eraser is actually one of them, because he is just such a jerk that I'm really happy that he's doing that rather than something constructive that he might enjoy.
The arrogance of that guy, and he's just so smug and arrogant. He thinks he's right even when he's so horribly, it's so wrong, it's not even potato, you know?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I found the arrogance in some of these people is mind-blowing. Like, I did a video last night that I'm going to put out today about, what's the guy's name? I can't even remember who it was, but he shows a video of what he says is the landing of the Demo 2 booster from the other day. And he puts it side by side with the landing of a booster from 2016. And the footage in both videos is absolutely identical. So he says, therefore, proof that it's fake and blah, 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 blah. But if you actually look up the video of the 2020 landing, some random channel just posted it and said it was the landing, got like nearly 1 million views. And everybody in the comments was like, this isn't the landing. This is from 2016. So the guy just read the name of the video, played it, and was like, aha, there you go, proof. And then he says, I'm not even going to debate this. This is just fact. And I'm like in no way did SpaceX release this and say that it was the landing from the other day. And so, yeah, I'm waiting for a response from him, though I don't think I'll get one. I usually don't, but we'll see how we go.
Can I say by his argument that means everything Nathan Oakley and he does is fake as well? Then they all just do the same thing over and over again.
Absolutely, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had this enormous confidence in their own abilities and in their own insights. So I had the good fortune of being on a chat with Mr. Sensible, and I watched as Crafty Keeler was bullied into setting up a YouTube channel.
Yes.
The week before on Mr. Sensible's channel, I'd run across Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, and I started the conversation. I started the conversation by asking him if he thought that it was plausible that he was one of the 20 most intelligent people on the face of the planet. And his answer was yes, he thought that would be plausible. If somebody came up and told him that was true, he'd believe it.
Oh my God, man.
Hold on. When I gave this teleporter technology to you guys, I said emergencies only. Why am I here?
Hey, FTFE, how you
For
doing,
anyone that
man?
doesn't know, for anyone that doesn't know, Quite the Flat Earth has arrived. How are you, my friend?
Doing good, doing good. Wondering why you've summoned me. Is this an emergency? What's going on? Oh, that's right. Crafty Keeler got 1,000 subs. Amazing.
Yay!
I know.
I just want to point out that
and
it's
I have to say,
hilarious.
man,
It's freaking hilarious at the time the FTFE jumps in is when we're talking about Flat Earth Aussie Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Flat Earth Aussie Jesus. You know, he was the third Flat Earther actually I ever debated, but second one I ever debated properly. And one of the first things he said to me was, "Yeah, well, giants dug the Grand Canyon, the moon out of the Grand Canyon, melted it into quartz, filled it with helium, and put it in the sky to mock us for worshipping the sun." So I was like, "Yeah, this is going to be an intelligent conversation."
Yeah,
exactly.
Craig, can I ask, because you've done so many of those debates, and yes, it's fun to have a rant and rave and whatever. How do you get them in? Because you have, let's face it, you have now a little bit of a reputation for taking no shit.
Little bit.
How do you keep yourself entertained? Because if it's all only dumpster fires, how do you not get bored of that?
Oh, I just love doing it. When someone's wrong on the internet, that the world needs to know, and that it's important. And the thing about Flat Earth debates is they're not debates. I bring these people on so that everybody can hear them say stupid shit. That's the only reason, you know. And that's how I get through it, is because I know it's for entertainment. You're never going to convince these idiots. You're never going to have a debate with Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, and at the end of it, him turn around and go, "Oh, well, I guess you're right. The Earth's a sphere." That's never going to happen. You're there just to say some science stuff to him so that he can respond with something stupid.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to a flat earther who did change his mind. Seek truth, speak truth. Because
yes, absolutely.
Because I'm always impressed by that, because that takes integrity and courage, and he did it big time. So props to him, and it sort of gives us reason for at least some optimism.
I've interviewed 6 ex-Flat Earthers, and it always makes me happy to hear someone coming back to sanity.
Yeah. I don't think Flat Earth Aussie Jesus ever had sanity, though.
Oh, no, definitely not.
I mean, he is big time stupid. He's like that uncle, like that creepy uncle that's kind of fun, but you wouldn't let him babysit your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch him get drunk at Christmas and make a fool of himself. But
hey, let's go see what Uncle Rox has got to say.
Guys, right, you know what's
quickly?
Go on.
Yeah, really quickly, just before you finish, we do have Chris Victory in the chat as well. So, Mr. Victory, how are you?
And Miss Victory's in the chat as well.
So I don't know why Aussie Jesus does.
Oh.
And he's gone quiet.
Yeah, he went there.
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm here with Miss Victory.
Lovely.
Hello,
Yay,
Mr. Victory.
Miss Victory.
Hi, Miss Victory. No.
Little Miss Victory.
Hey, honey.
Well, I have this thing because I've been asking Chris several times, and I hope very, very soon it'll happen. For we have the no, but we also need the yay.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we certainly do.
So can we get a quick
all
yay
embarrassed
from
now.
Well, Miss Red
I
man.
love.
How you doing,
this
Hen?
now. Well, if she feels up to it, later, then she can give us a little yay.
Maybe I could get her
But yeah,
to say the
fight.
yay real fast here.
Sure.
Yay!
That is awesome.
I think she said
That is
brilliant.
awesome.
That's ridiculously adorable.
Yeah, it is very ridiculously adorable.
I'll get Mrs. Durden to do
We
a
have to
yay.
clip that now. We definitely have to clip
Gotta
that.
make one.
Oh,
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
know what? I've been
That's
after that for so long.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
That's inspiring. That's what that is.
It's nice to speak to someone with more intelligence than a flat earther.
Absolutely.
Oh man, my dogs are more intelligent than most flat earthers.
The gunk under my left toenail is more intelligent than flat earthers.
And probably smells better than Ross.
Yeah. Oh my God. I swear I can smell Ross when I'm debating him on the other side of the planet. Honestly.
Well, this little victory is definitely one that debunks flat earthers.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and I think she's one of the best. Oh my God, thank you so much for that. And I have to say, I have to admit, I don't care what anyone says, I am glad that that little clip has been done on my 1000 sub special, because now, regardless of anything, I know where to find it, and I know where it started. So
There you
I'm
go,
so
exactly.
happy. I'm so happy right now. But yeah, here's a question for each of you. So I promised people, I kind of promised people an extravaganza, and my God, do we have one. So who is your favorite flat earther that you love to just rip into?
That I love to just rip into. I mean, nothing makes me happier than seeing Nathan Thompson get triggered.
Yep.
You can't say Nathan Thompson.
Agreed.
No, he has to be off the table because that's obvious.
Who's going to hit me with a trigger cam?
She didn't say obvious though. She
Absolutely.
didn't say obvious though.
Okay. Let's move Thompson off the table.
Oh, that's no fair. Okay.
But that would be everybody's answer if it was on the table.
True.
Hey, Bob.
He's just so easy to trigger.
Me right now.
We also
I
have
think,
Bob the Science Guy come in. So while you guys think, I'll allow Bob the Science Guy to have a little say. So how are you, Bob? Thank you so much for coming.
I am so happy that you invited me. Thank you very much for making me part of this auspicious occasion.
Hey, Bob.
Hey,
now,
Craig.
I've definitely
Bob.
brought out the big gun.
Wait a minute.
now.
You mean Craig's here too? Shit.
Craig's here too.
He is.
Yeah. Charles.
If you would have
Can't get
known,
away
right?
from
Darn
me.
it.
You might want to rethink auspicious now.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm here, the standards are low. So.
Well, I'll fit right in then. I'll
Thanks,
fit right in.
It's worse than that, Bob. I'm in here
I do
too.
have
Oh,
to say,
Lord.
Bob, I wanted to know that.
Blue is here. Blue is here, so balance is restored. We're good. We're good.
That's right. The balance. Yes.
But I mean, there are a few people. There are a few people on this panel who have absolutely from day one been so supportive and behind me all the way. Craig, you have been one of the people who have just hammered people, you know, check her out, check her out, check her out, and I cannot thank you enough. And everybody in the EiE Network
that you
who
gave
has
me,
been
I kind of felt like I had to give it back. You know, you've been part of my chats for a long time, and you're always there, and you're always part of what's going on, and you support me so much. I was more than happy to support you, and the fact that you've got to 1,000 subscribers so quickly makes me really proud.
Oh.
Well, a
They
lot
grow
of
up so
that is obviously, you know, Katz unfortunately is working tonight. He's going to try get in. He's another huge part of it. Mr. Sensible is also working, unfortunately. But you and team, especially in that last live stream running up to 1,000, was just like, come on, we can do it. We can do it. And we did it. It was amazing. So thank you so much for your support.
You deserve it because you're an amazing creator, and just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll keep growing.
Thank
That's
you.
me, Bob the Science Guy.
I am so in awe at the panel that we have here because, I mean, everyone here is a content creator, whether with the EiE Network or as individuals, and you guys absolutely inspire me every single day with everything you've done. And I'm learning so much from being in this community. So for everyone that doesn't know, I know I've gone through this several times, but for anyone who doesn't know where I started, in February, I had a flat earther and conspiracy nut in my house for 6 weeks. And it was not the easiest of 6 weeks. By the end of it, he had changed his mind. He'd come out of some of the conspiracies, particularly Flat Earth, which I'm very proud of. But as we were having the conversations, we were, you know, I was leaning on Fight the Flat Earth. I was leaning on TeamSkeptic and your knowledge and Katz's knowledge in particular to kind of get me through the kind of science aspects of those conspiracy theorists. Now, I'm a sociologist. I trained as a sociologist, and I now, or I'm a farmer and a carer. But yeah, I did great work with that degree. But in the last 3 months, I have learned more from you guys about science, about this whole world, and about, you know, how to treat people with respect. It's phenomenal. So yeah, I'm delighted to be hosting this, and I'm delighted so many of you came on, because I was kind of worried for a little while.
Worried that we wouldn't be here.
I think we're all glad to support you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
It never occurred to me not to be. Like, I was really concerned that I hadn't received a notification on my YouTube. So I gave you a prod on Discord, and then the YouTube notification came up. So I felt like a bit of a, I felt like a bit of a stalker at that point. But it's just so. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, the science is really easy, but I have a problem dealing with the sociological and the psychological side of it. And your videos actually help explain a lot. I mean, even in the debate I had yesterday on Agree to Disagree, a lot of the feedback I got was that I'm not actually very good at educating somebody in a one-to-one environment. That I come across as brash and condescending in a lot of the things I do, and that's not something I've ever put a lot of weight on. But you're sort of making the point that actually, if I want to sway these people, I have to adjust the way that I'm talking to them and I'm talking about them.
Good point.
It's hard.
Very good point.
Is it really possible to sway some of these people, though? I mean, the vast majority of them, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you could take them to space, show them the quote spinning ball, and they'd still be, no, not real. No.
The vast majority of them have stuck onto it like a religion. You know, there is no logic to it. They believe what they believe without any evidence. They deny anything to the contrary. A lot of the time, even refusing to look at evidence. There are a few people who are maybe just not smart enough to understand what's going on and aren't sure, and you can bring some of them round. Like I said, I've interviewed 6 of them, and I've had emails from a lot of people saying that people like me and Bob the Science Guy and team and Simon Dan have helped people come out from the cult. But once you're in the flat Earth, it's like the claws are in you, like a cult. It's stuck, and no matter what you're shown, nothing will get rid of it.
You got to remember, it's coming out of the basement when they come out of conspiracies. That's the official term. It's coming out of the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you and Team had one person on one time, and you could tell you could tell they were grasping what was being educated them by Team and everything. They wanted to flip over, but they just couldn't do it. And they kept reverting back. I think it was you guys.
Well, the prime example there is the prime example there is the last debate, the one that Fight did, or should I say Charles McCann. The one with Flat Earth Aussie Jesus. He admitted to gravity. He just didn't realize he did. And then when it was pointed out to him, he goes, "Oh, you're just a fucking fuckwit. You fucking fuckwit." And then he basically, He just threw his toys out of the pram and fucked off and just got pissed.
Yeah, what you find is you back a lot of them into a corner. You'd be like, right, so we agree there's a downward acceleration. We agree that buoyancy requires gravity. But we agree that things appear to disappear bottom up, right? So we're all agreeing. Yeah, but show me curve and NASA's fake. Oh, fuck's sake, back to square one.
The problem you
the
run
thing is-
into, the problem you run into with flat
Hang
Earth
on
is
there,
that they-
Bob. Go on.
No, he can go. It's fine.
I'm sorry. The thing with flat earthers is they just can't connect the dots.
Yeah, go on, Bob.
No.
They understand it very well, what we're presenting. They just don't see the relationship between them. And I think Fight and Blue and everybody else will agree in here. We're not here to try and dissuade the hardcore flat earthers. We're here to help the people that, majored in home ec or English in high school.
Hey, I majored in English in high school.
And had very little experiences with the sciences and just don't do it very much. It's not that they're not smart, it's just not their thing. And, sometimes these arguments with a flat earth are so polished and persuasive that, if you don't know a little bit better, they almost make sense. Until you get people like Nathan, one of the Nathans coming out and saying that Lee Harvey Oswald invented coronavirus.
Right.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, God.
I mean, the stupidest thing at the moment is Nathan Thompson saying F1 cars don't use fuel. I mean, that's just blowing my mind.
I did a whole video about that. And
Yeah,
he was like, Formula One cars do 500 miles. I was like, that's an Indy car, you fucking idiot. Yes, it looks like a Formula One car, but it is not a Formula One car. Oh,
God.
He's and he says it with such conviction. But I think these guys could say anything. They could come up with any bullshit they want, and their followers will just buy it up. They'll just go, "Yep, sounds right to me."
What the hell would it run on then? Like Vindaloo?
Compressed air.
He says it's compressed air.
Yeah, same as jet planes. It's all compressed air. Because that's how physics works.
That's a lot of duster.
I mean, can someone tell me why I just spent 60 quid putting petrol in my fucking car?
Because you're a chump, Craig. You're a thing.
I could have just brought some compressed air. Fuck's sake.
Wouldn't those Indy cars be awfully cold after a while with that compressed air?
And he said, if you see a Formula One car crash, they never explode in flames. Well, first of all, yes, they do. Yes, they fucking do.
They do.
And second of all, they're designed not to. They're like, I just don't understand how they think a car designer would think, we better make sure it explodes on impact so that stupid flat earthers believe there's fucking fuel in it.
F1 cars are literally designed to fall apart when they crash, to lose kinetic energy and stuff.
Exactly.
To the fact that Formula One cars don't explode or get into flame, I would give him an answer. And if he didn't hear me, I would have to say it louder. And I really hope he's get that.
He wouldn't get it though.
Who was it?
I should say it, Nicky fucking Lauda, yeah.
Nicky Lauda.
Yeah, Nicky Lauda, yes.
Fuck with you. Jesus, I mean, come on. What are you doing?
What was
What are you
it?
doing? Seriously.
And Nick Heidfeld nearly died in a fire. It's like, these people are stupid. The Hungarian Formula One, that was the one where Nick Heidfeld nearly died in a Lotus, and it's like, God, that compressed air sure does burn.
What about in the 2014 season when the McLaren, when it was refueling, literally the entire thing set on fire?
Yeah, right on the pad. Yeah. Was, like, that
why did that compressed air set in fire?
Oh
my God.
Yeah, and so I was in a debate with a young guy who was sort of a bit confused about climate science yesterday. And one of the things I note about climate science is that as you chop off the limbs, you go, okay, well, Earth has a greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. This is how greenhouse gases work, and so on. And then and you lead him through the logic and you explain everything. And then you go and you explain, look, our models are actually quite good. Here's how we do them. Here's how we know that we've got all of the terms in. And you finish the explanation, then he goes right back to the start. It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
You cannot make your first. They've always got some escape route intellectually, and it's the same with the flat earthers. And
Tony,
even if
you've just described all 161 of my flat Earth debates. You realise that?
And is it the case, Craig? Is it the case that when it gets to that point and you've gone around in circles and you've gone around in circles about 3 times, and you always come back to that one, and it just kind of feels like you're starting all over again? Is that where you switch to trying to get the dumpster fire?
Yeah.
When it's no longer interesting for you.
Yeah, once there's intellectual dishonesty that comes in, once there's, I'm just going to ignore all the evidence you presented and just say a bunch of shit about backing it up. I'm like, okay, this isn't a debate anymore. I'm just going to call you a fucking idiot until you leave.
Yep.
Well, I've often likened those guys to 10-Second Tom in the movie 50 First Dates.
Right.
That's exactly how they act.
Hi, I'm Tom. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tom.
Because you do it on Jose's channel, don't you, Blue? How do you and Bob how do you feel when you're talking to these people and all of a sudden they switch back? You think they're coming with you and then they switch back. How do you deal with that, Blue?
What I do is mute the microphone and throw a lot of shit.
Okay.
All right. So why is it that you sound a lot like oh God, what's his name from that? Oh, Jesus Christ! I just had a massive brain fart. Oh man, guitars and Cadillacs. Guitars and Cadillacs.
Because that is him, obviously.
I think the only people who know who I'm talking about are myself and Mr. Guitars and Cadillacs.
Guitars and Cadillacs.
But there has been several times where, whilst debating flat earthers, I've had to kind of turn the camera off, put on a Nathan Thompson meme or something, mute the microphone, and scream. And then one of my kids will come in and go, "What's wrong, Daddy?" And nothing. Go back to sleep, kids. It's okay. I'm just arguing with a flat earther.
It works, Craig. It really does.
You need to let out the anger somehow.
Yeah. I advise whiskey. It helps.
Yep. Yeah. Tequila.
Tell your kids you have to scream.
Just real quick.
Fucking Dwight Yoakam. I can't believe I forgot that. Sorry, brain.
Keep from breaking your desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the tequila doesn't stop me from screaming. It just makes me forget to turn the damn mic off. So.
Good point. Keela, you were about to say?
Yeah, really quickly, because I've had a few people say to me, when people say my name, Crafty Keela, I didn't realize that there is actually a craft tequila. So there was people actually looking up when they were told to go and look me up. They were looking up craft tequila.
Wow, there we go.
That is hilarious.
What you're saying is you should have.
In fairness, if they had looked in the live stream, but if they'd looked in the live stream at all, they would have seen me posting like crazy, because that's what I do.
Yes, that's right.
I think you should change your channel name to Craft Tequila.
Yeah, definitely. I was just thinking the same thing. Come out with your own brand.
Right. Well,
No.
Come out with your own brand.
Goats would be a good idea.
Gold Fuel Tequila.
The other day, I was ambushed by Irish Demon. And the plotter was there. It was. I blame both of you. So we have a little competition going, don't we, Irish Demon?
We sure do. I'm gonna win.
So me and Iron Moop are going to be teaming up against Demon and the Plot Hole to come up with a conspiracy theory, and we have to prove that the conspiracy theory is real.
You forgot
the most outlandish one that we can think of. So yeah, our name, our team name will be Iron Tequila.
Nice tequila.
I like
Ooh,
it.
nice. Yeah.
We're the demon hole.
Ah.
I was
okay.
thinking of I was thinking of trying to come up with
Actually,
my
like
own.
the sound of that. Crafty, if you got a minute, I have to go. I gotta get back to work and gotta get little Miss Victory something to eat.
Oh, okay.
That's no problem. We love you
No
guys.
problem.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Actually, I'm also being man.
And give her a big hug for me.
And me. And everyone
We
else
got
here.
one more coming here.
That's fantastic.
Bravo.
They're so cute.
Did
Oh,
anyone
I
else
love
just
her.
unlock an achievement there? Was that just me?
It's just like
Yeah, a personal achievement, I think.
it's like Scott Pilgrim,
so
right?
sweet.
Yeah, the coins coming out everywhere. But anyway.
Yeah.
Nathan Thompson must be happy that school's going to be going back soon.
Yeah.
Yes, I think every single one of them needs a thing to say that he can't come within, like a restraining order. He can't
Yeah.
come within 100 feet of them.
All over the country.
Yeah, just written into the U.S. Constitution. Nathan Thompson's not allowed near schools.
I'm of the opinion that why he doesn't have a place to live is he travels around is because he's probably angered, pissed off parents everywhere, so he has to keep on the run.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
you're
but
thinking- you're
but
thinking
to
way
be
too much
fair,
into it.
to
You're
be
thinking
fair,
way
he
too much into it. He just doesn't have a fucking job.
No,
Yep.
no.
yeah. But to be fair, guys, he does have 8 shower heads. So
That's-
Yes,
yeah.
he does.
I mean,
And a dog that teabags him.
Crack hotels he's been to, yeah, he's got 8 shower heads.
So
I feel sorry for his dog. He feeds his dog a vegan diet.
That explains why it's so skinny and pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dog. I have awoken.
So I have seen footage of him flame what seems to be flamethrowering a pit of
Yes.
of excrement.
Right. The explanation for that is he was cooking his dinner.
Ah. I was gonna put it in a video and say, here we have a steaming pile of shit, and next to it we have an actual steaming pile of shit.
That's a good one.
I mean, I assume for some reason he'd collected all of his dog's shit and then put it in a hole and decided to burn it. Now, we know he doesn't have a house, so who let him do that in their back
whose house
garden?
did he destroy?
More importantly, who sold Nathan Thompson something that can throw fire?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that is
It was probably one of his many sock accounts that bought it.
I mean, I wouldn't fucking send him a penknife. He'd kid himself before he left the shop.
Been quiet.
You sell
He's
my
been
fucking
quiet
pig?
lately.
I'm surprised his dog hasn't killed him yet.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the
Yeah.
energy. He's on a vegan fucking diet.
He
Dogs
teabags
don't run
him though,
on
so that's
lettuce.
cool.
Well,
Although-
isn't it proof that not all vegans are nice people?
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always
Oh,
thought
real
that.
quick,
anyway.
real quick.
Vegetarian?
Before we jump back into that conversation, I do want to say that on the community tab, I have now put up the picture of the goat and what suggestions to name it. Unfortunately, I can only have 5 suggestions, so I've narrowed them down to these 5 because I love these 5. And I hope
Tinky
it's not
Winky,
one of them.
Dipsy,
So-
Lala.
Oh jeez.
gotta
So
be
Pythagoras, hang on, Pythagoras, Argent, Meat Tube, Bucephalus, and Charles McCann.
Well, you can't name a bloody goat after me. That's not
Too late.
Well, Meat
I've already
Tube is being
voted.
named after Team.
Arcturus. Aristarchus.
You missed out loads of good names like
She said-
Kal-El,
She
Monel.
she said Mecephalus,
John
not
Jones.
not Mephistopheles, Craig. Mecephalus.
No.
Ah.
That's what she said.
Bucephalus.
How
And-
good was
yeah,
that Charles
unfortunately,
McCann thing,
there-
though?
I
That
have
was
been
amazing.
inundated with ideas for names, and I'm sorry if yours is not on there. I was asked Albert, Boyle, Kervison, Rajagoat, since we have a Rajacow, Thor,
okay.
Zarephath. I've gotten about 70 names for this goat. And And
Was
I will keep
Aristarchus
them
one
under
of them?
advisement. Huh?
Was Aristarchus one of them?
No, it wasn't. But I might consider that for another one.
I think that we ought to have a vote on that one. Aristarchus, the goat.
Aristarchus.
Mohadin. Mohadin.
Well, I'm actually tempted by Argent, in the sense that you could turn it into a play on NASA Argent. He's a NASA Argent.
Well, one of the reasons why it was suggested is because although the goat is silver at the moment, his coloring will become kind of more a tanned color, so it'll be like a goldy color. So Argent was suggested.
Okay.
Argent is the French French for gold.
Yeah.
Argent.
Argent is actually the energy that you collect in the new Doom to power your fortress.
Even
And that one.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's what Argent actually is.
So really quickly,
thank you.
because everyone asks about the goats, and every live stream I go into, and people are already voting. That's awesome. Every live stream I go into, every show that I do, people are always saying, "How is Space Comma and Kepler?" For those of you on the panel that don't know the background behind them, so when I came into the community, Conspiracy Cats was the first person I came across. Is the first channel I came across in the debunking community, and I've learned so much from Cats. And then the first, as was mentioned by Tony earlier, one night I decided to be stupid and get onto a live stream with Mr. Sensible. And we were having this discussion, and I was talking about, being a sociologist and how I look at conspiracy theorists, and that sometimes, the scientific way isn't always the way, because they're coming at it from an emotional level, and unless you understand that emotional side of things and the societal backdrop to it, it can be hard to kind of convince certain people, because not everyone learns in the same way. Anyway, put a long story short, midway through this, people in the chat just kept saying, "No, you need to set up a channel, you need to set up a channel, you need to set up a channel." So mid-live stream, I set up a channel. I did set up my channel.
It was the most
And
amazing
7
piece
weeks
of
later,
peer
here we
pressure.
are.
Yes.
Yep.
Didn't you
And it will be remembered in the books
setting
of
it up?
history.
But it's been 7 weeks since that live stream. It's absolutely incredible. Nearly 8 weeks since that live stream. So, the support that I've gotten in this community has been phenomenal. So my way of giving back was to say to Cats and to say to Mr. Sensible, instead of naming the goat after them, I was saying, the first twins that were born, you guys get to name. So I did for the 100 subscriber special, which Tusk was my 100th subscriber. I basically issued a challenge to Conspiracy Cats and Mr. Sensible to name the goat. And in the course of that, they put up a poll. They thought of names that might be fun. And the community just went absolutely insane for these two goats, which are nicknamed the Debunk Duo. So in the intro there that you saw, if you did see the intro, you can see Space Comma and you can see Kepler. And Kepler is the one that's running down the hill. The first one there is Space Comma. You can see the little comma on his side, so it's actually fitting. So yes, I'm very excited to ask you guys once again, name that goat, go to the community page, have your say. So, and also, sorry, just one quick thing. I've just noticed John Rapp is in the chat. So can everybody give John Rapp the traditional welcome? And rant over.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it on screen.
It would. Well, it's. I have to say that I think you're sending a very ambiguous moral message, Kilo, because by turning that Mr. Sensible chat into such a roaring success, you are basically endorsing bullying and peer pressure. You're saying that it actually works. So,
it does.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Well-
if that's the message we need to be sending out.
I mean, it's true. You do as you're fucking told.
In order to do something, you know, NASA told me to have this live stream tonight, so I'm having this
Right,
live stream
exactly.
tonight. So,
Mhm.
you know, no, well,
by virtue of, go ahead.
Go on, Glover, mommy.
I was gonna say, by virtue of having government giving us rules and regulations, isn't that lawful bullying?
Oh
yeah.
Follow
I
this
like-
against the consequences.
I like to
So
think of
you
it
know,
more
it's
as
called life.
encouragement.
Carrying
I like to think of it. I like to think of it more as fierce encouragement.
Fierce
Just a
encouragement.
little nudge.
Are you a sovereign
It's
creator?
encouragement with
Fierce encouragement.
implications.
Do you promote being a sovereign creator?
Sovereign.
Crafty, I do need
Oh,
to
man.
drop out now
Yeah.
because I need to get on and record some videos. So I just wanted to come in and say congratulations
you,
on the
thank
1,000
you.
subs.
Thank you, and get your business partner out of bed.
Yeah, I've messaged him
Yeah.
a few times today. It's around about now he wakes up, I think. So
Yeah, just call him non-stop for me and piss him off.
all right, I'll speak to you guys
He
later.
did,
Have a great one.
in fairness, he did on a live stream promise that
Craig.
you would come on. So I mean, if he does get here, he does get here, but we'll see.
See you, Craig.
Yeah.
I'm delighted with the people that I have. Guys, if you guys have to run too, I'm very, very excited that you got to come on, and thank you again for your support. And Bob and Blue, best of luck with today's stream because that's going to be awesome.
We'll have some
But
fun.
we also have someone else in the chat. Colin,
Hi, Keela.
There he is.
I see you lurking there.
I'm always lurking. You know me. That's my job.
Sorry, Mucka.
Hey, Taddy. Love you, mummy. Love you, Bob.
Hello. Hi, Colin. Love you.
Crafty, make sure you check under your bed before you go to sleep tonight.
That's if he gets into his bed. We don't know where he's going to fall asleep.
Well, come here. I did want to mention, and I'm doing this here because I really want to say this. Colin, congratulations once again on your new baby. How is Baba going?
My
Hell yeah.
granddaughter is fantastic. She's beautiful. She's brilliant. She's great. And the grandson nearly made an
New
appearance
addition.
this week as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
We're telling, but we've got to put that one on hold. We've got 4 more weeks of cooking to go on.
Oh, yes,
So-
yes. Yeah, I want to keep him in there as long as possible. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So a little bit of a change around in my household now. My eldest daughter, who usually lives away, has now just moved back in, and she's going to be looked after over here so that she doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice, though. You're going to have
so
2 grandchildren within really close in age. I mean,
Oh,
very,
yeah.
Within a month of each other is going to be awesome.
I'm
They grow up
loving it
together.
so
I mean,
far.
One of
Sorry,
the things that people keep saying to me is that with the goats, it's especially at the moment, when we're so isolated from everything that we think is normal. To have the new goats, to have new babies around, it just reminds us that something better is coming down the line, and that new life is always going to be brought into the world, and it's so inspiring. And I was on you for like a week. Has she arrived yet? Has she arrived yet? Has she arrived yet? I
Yeah,
was so
I had to send a
excited.
picture, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Like, I didn't care what time of the day or night it was. I was like, give me a picture.
Well,
So
yeah.
yeah, how's everything going?
Well, she's a week old now, and she's growing nicely and sorting herself out. But everything else is great. Work is the usual stuff that I do, and I do that from home right now. So life is different there. So I get to look up all this silly stuff for you guys and Irish Demon. Hey, dude.
What up? Sorry, I just had to go get some coffee.
That's all right. I've been dropping you some stuff recently, haven't I?
Oh, actually, yeah. I actually just saw your notification come up.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I don't troll you guys. I just give you stuff and leave you to have some fun with it.
Yeah, I think Colin's dropped a few to me a few times, but yeah.
They're awesome.
Some people turn around and say my name is App because what the shit I drop on you guys definitely has to go on.
Yes.
I've never said
Yeah,
such
I
a thing
mean,
in my
you're
life.
you're kind of like the Bool or Tatty for Mr. Sensible.
Yeah, but
I don't think he'd be able to get through a live stream without you.
No.
Well, he does an awful lot himself, which is a lot of people don't give him the credit for. He does an awful lot building that
You're
stream
not
up.
supposed to say that.
I'm just the guy who gives him the little prods and make sure that the actual thing runs nice and sweetly. Am I paid by NASA? Chad keeps on spending spending my NASA check on bloody horses, and I'm getting fed up with it. So somebody pop over the black site and tell Cypher to sort it out, will you?
Yeah, Chad needs a good talking to. That squirrel just does what he pleases. I mean, tell ya.
Definitely.
He's an instigator. That squirrel.
I'm just looking there. Pythagoras and Charles McCann are neck and neck at the moment. Now, having said that, like when
Bob had the best one in the chat, in the side chat over here.
he did.
Goldie
So for those of you guys can't see the chat, the private chat, but Bob was coming up with so many interesting names there. It's just wow. Like, what was it? Goldie Cox.
Goldie Cox. That was the best one.
Yeah.
Goldie Cox. Stud Muffin.
You can't use those. They're all nicknames that I've already got, so sorry.
Oh, Irish.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Because
trademark.
Because the demon doesn't know when people are fucking with him.
That's just him fucking with himself.
Woohoo! All right.
I wasn't going to say that.
Thinking it's for multiple accounts.
Oh, you're mad. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back into the chat, and my phone just says no.
I just put it 2 more
I
times
love you
with another
guys,
2
but my
accounts,
phone's
by the
not
way.
working.
So
Yeah.
I have 2 other accounts on here.
Here's an exciting thing. Because I decided so every year carers are given a particular grant so that they could go on holiday or and pay someone to come in to look after the person that they care for. Now usually when I get that goes straight on bills. I decided after 9 years of this silly little laptop that I'm using at the moment, I decided to upgrade finally. So I've now ordered my new laptop, and because of social distancing, I'm going to probably be waiting another 3 weeks for it. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yay!
Oh, nice. Well,
The
congratulations.
rest of it is going on bills, by the way. The rest of it will go on bills, but yeah.
Yeah, it has to.
But that is exciting. And I just want real quick. I don't have a fancy little role like I do need to make one. And Tashi, I'm going to call you in for that. I need to make a special little role for my Patreons. I do have a Patreon. I do have Ko-fi, and I do have PayPal. So at the moment, my PayPal, I'm hoping, will be pretty much like my super chats. If you do want to super chat me, that's the way to do it at the moment. But yeah, I do need to make a little role for my Patreons, because I have been getting a few of them now, and I really, really, really want to thank everyone for basically believing in me enough to want to pay me to do this shit, because I can't do it regularly because of the demands of the farm. And I do really appreciate all of the help and all of the encouragement that I've been getting from you guys. I honestly set it up thinking, no, this is just for fun, just to see. But I now have a good few Patreons, and yes, a proper live stream for you guys will be coming soon. So I just did need to mention that. It's crazy.
I check mine. I check mine every time I do a video, because sometimes I'll get one coming in, or I'll get one going out. So I change it. I have a thing where I can just up and change it really fast for each video. So it works out.
Yeah, I'll be calling people in to help me with that because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm useless.
Yeah.
Well, on
So
our
here's
team,
a
we know
question
just the
for
right
everyone.
people. So
Yeah, here's a question for everyone. Do you guys remember what got you started in the debunking community?
For me, as far as having a channel, it was watching Fight and Team debate Hip Hop Hippie a little over a year ago. And I had been watching debunking videos and flat earth videos prior to that, but I thought, you know what, I'm tired of, being in chats. I want to, do this myself. So that's how I jumped into it. And I did my first video on Hip Hop Hippie. So, and it just kind of went from there. Did my second one on Daniel Pratt, and that's where I
Dick,
got on
what
the
was
radar
your
of the
first
shills.
experience?
Me?
Yay, shells!
What was my first? Let's see. Well, I know what it was. I was looking around, poking around, seeing what kind of woodworking stuff I could come up with. And for some reason, I ran across Cool Hard Logic. I'd never heard of Cool Hard Logic. I didn't realize that there was any such thing as flat earth out there. But I watched one of his videos and I thought, what the hell? This can't be true.
So what made you set up your channel then?
I think I got pissed. That was the bottom line.
Alcohol will do that.
Yeah,
Do you mean pissed in the American sense?
I thought
or pissed in the Irish sense?
No. Pissed in the actual, pissed sense. I thought, these idiots. This shouldn't take more than a couple of episodes. I'll set these assholes straight and we'll move on. That was a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's just getting worse. I didn't help. I made it worse.
No, you've definitely helped. You've definitely helped, I feel.
Thank you for that. You wonder at times.
No one can watch your channel and not be inspired to want to learn.
I think I got beyond the idea that I was actually going to change anybody's mind about any of this, and now it's just fun to laugh
Point
at them.
and laugh is all we can just point and laugh now.
I think
it's all the same.
I think that sort of the again, to use sort of the climate denialism stuff. One of the most effective techniques is not to try and convert people who have already decided, but it's to try and inoculate people who haven't decided yet against bad science arguments. And I think that a lot of the videos that that Blue and Bob and Katz and Simon Dan put out really help from that level. So it's not so much converting the people who, to some extent, are already lost causes. It's trying to prevent people from sort of succumbing to that rabbit hole. Sort of keep them away from the edge.
Yeah, that's absolutely spot on, Tony. That's exactly the way I see it too. You're not gonna ever do anything with a religious fanatic like Quantum Eraser. It's just impossible. He's gonna go and do what he's gonna go and do, and I really don't give a crap what he goes and does. Well, actually, I do. There's a couple of things I'd like him to go and do, but I don't think he's going to. And at least one of those, I'm quite sure he's not physically equipped to do. So
I'm sure you could give it the old college try, though.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Dick? What about you? What got you started in this?
Well, myself was I caught on to the Daniel Pratt TeamSkeptic. Sorry, one sec.
No worries, man. Something.
Oh, am I back now?
You are. You are.
Okay. Yeah, I caught into it during the TeamSkeptic Daniel Pratt false DMCA takedown fight where Pratt was claiming a couple of his videos, and I remember watching it thinking I can't believe it, like this has got to be a setup. This can't be real. And So I looked into it a bit more, found Daniel's channel and watched, and I'm like, no, this guy's, he's honest. Like, how can this be in this day and age? And then I, got right into it. And it was just the most unbelievable crap I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Amy, what about you? What got you into this?
Well, it's funny. What got me into it was I was scam baiting, and somebody told me, he goes, "Did you know that there are still people who think the Earth is flat?" And I was like, "What? Really?" He goes, "Yeah, go check out the Non Sequitur show on Saturday Night Fights, and you will see." And I was like, "Oh my God, really?" So I watched, and that's how I, learned about it. And then getting on the shills and stuff like that, I had known Dick because we used to talk about our kids and stuff like that. So we we're friends from that. So he said, he had a channel started, and I started watching the shills and everything, and then kind of just went from there. I ended up hoping to do some debunking on my channel too, along with some scam baiting and stuff like that again. I think it would be fun. So hopefully.
Nice. Demon, what made you set up your channel?
For me, it was I used to watch a lot of debates when I was driving and stuff. I'd listen to them as I was going along, and then I came across the Nathan Thompson shouting at children video, and I was thinking, all I could think to myself was, if that was my niece, and my niece came and said, there's a crazy man down the road that's shouting at us, I'd be like, okay, Uncle Demon will be back. I'll go deal with this motherfucker. I'm thinking, because I can't deal with him in person, I'll deal with him on the internet. And so yeah, I remade that video because it was really bad. So yeah, it was Nathan Thompson being a creep that got me into this, really. And I couldn't believe it. I knew it was a thing because I'd seen the documentary on Netflix, that comedy. And afterwards I was like, oh, this is like just some weird fringe group. And then I looked into it, and it's like, hundreds of thousands of people. I did super chat Nathan Thompson during a debate, and it was kind of ignored, but he was like, there's 130,000 people in my group. And I was like, yeah, and about 129 of those are people like me. They're laughing at you and screenshotting stuff and sharing it with our friends on in Flat Earth and those groups.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, good job, bud. Fucking idiot.
Because you now have a very special Nathan Thompson support group on Facebook, don't you?
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. I was like he blocked me on his echo chamber about 4 or 5 times with different sock accounts. So I started being nice on there. I thought, I wonder if there's any other groups, and I just looked up his name and I saw there's a support group. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm in there. And then I realized that it was all like people like me. And then after a while, I was kind of one of the people that was posting on there like 5 times a day. And they made me an admin eventually, so that was awesome. But yeah, that page, if you guys aren't on it, the Nathan Thompson support group, it is hilarious. It really is.
It is good fun. It's a lot of fun. Tashi, you've been very quiet over there. What made you get into this?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
What made you get onto the? What made you? Sorry, go on.
What made me get into this?
There's a.
Yeah. Unlike the rest of the esteemed panel, including yourself, I don't actually make any content. I just bring it to the masses for their consumption and pain and suffering. And if I can in any way cause what I do on the shows to inflict suffering on my show's family, then all to the better. But as to how I actually got here, basically, I was my usual cheeky bastard self in the show's Discord, always in there, as much as I could be, making a complete pest of myself. They realised they wouldn't get rid of me. A space opened up for a producer, and I was asked to step up. Luckily, right place, right time. And they've been cursing that decision ever since.
Well, you know, we're glad we have you in the community, Taddy.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, I'm glad to annoy each and every one of you. I hate you all equally.
Aw. And long may it last. Long may it last. Bull, what got you into this?
Oh wow. Well, talk about a Wayback Machine. Well, there's a guy, a fellow I know, a friend from Colorado Springs. I'd known him for probably 23 years at the time he came to me with it. And he says, you know, NASA's fake, space is fake. He starts bringing up everything you can think of about conspiracy theory of flat Earth. And he shows me a picture of two people standing on a glacier. It was a picture from the wreck of, or the, you know, one of those sinking liners from the Roaring '20s. I don't know if it was the actual Titanic, but there was a you know, they were on a glacier, and they were standing there. And he says, "Well, there's the ice wall. It was black and white, for crying out loud." I'm like, what?
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Like, how in the world we're talking about a person who's taken video and pictures through a telescope at the moon trying to convince me the Earth is flat, right? I'm like, what happened? I couldn't tell if he was a Poe or not. I literally couldn't tell. I'm like, well, you have no imagination. I said, no, I have imagination. It just springs from reality and goes from there. It doesn't try to rewrite reality. And so, like, I vowed, like, I'm going to, that's what I actually created Prove It. I tried to create Prove It anyway, and that's the show where we're going to actually do the science to actually disprove the flat Earth. So we're going to do all the experiments that people say, well, that doesn't work, and that doesn't work, and what is 2 sticks in the ground going to do for you? And, oh, that Cavendish fellow doesn't know what he's doing either. But, you know, we're going to do all those, and we're going to have people from all over the world help us to do these experiments when needed. And we're going to show people how to prove the Earth is round and how to prove it is not flat. So that was about.
Oh, that is deadly.
That was about 5 years ago, and I'm just like, and then I found Red's rhetoric, and the rest is history.
God love Red's rhetoric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not his face, but everything else.
Definitely another content creator.
God didn't love his face. You're right.
God is the only one that could love him, especially with
That's
his
true.
face.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
Do you know, he's one of those content creators that behind the showman, he has and you can feel it when he speaks. And when he speaks about those rockets that he's filming, you can feel the passion. It's amazing. It's actually amazing to see that much passion come from someone. And then you look in the mirror and you're like, why can't I do that? And then you realize you can.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's what's great about Reds. He makes you realize. He makes you realize that you can do it.
What I miss about Reds is those hangouts he did where it would just be, it didn't matter what time of day, something's wrong on the internet, we got to meet. And it was like, that was his whole random hangout thing, you know? Somebody's wrong on the internet. So he always made me laugh doing that, always.
That's why Mr. Sensible in the chat.
I was going to say, check the community tab,
Wow.
Keela.
I am trying, but my phone is saying no. What am I doing?
Okay, here, hang on. Let me refresh just to make sure everything's on.
No, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, refreshing. Pythagoras is winning by like 2. Well, wow.
6%.
Minimal.
Damn.
6% above Charles McCann. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Wait.
Shit.
Demon.
Somebody please vote for Charles McCann.
Demon, have
Yes.
you just been making sock accounts all this time just so you can get fucking McCann? No.
No.
Yeah.
I resent that.
No, he said, holding up his phone.
That's not a phone. That was a tweezers.
No. No, he says after 5 fucking minutes.
I can't hear
But
you.
yeah, real quick, because Mr.
there we
Sensible is in the chat. Mr. Sensible is about to go live in the next few minutes. And
yeah,
I won't
15
keep
minutes.
you guys too long. We're gonna be here for another half an hour. Fuck it. And we might
Looks like
play
I
a
gotta
quick
go
game
somewhere.
of Quiplash because yeah, I know, right? You have a job to
Yep.
do. Otherwise,
Yeah.
like, you know, what's great about his live streams is you know something's gonna go wrong because something has to go wrong.
Of course.
And it's one of those things that, like, it's an ongoing joke now at the moment. I love Mr. Sensible. I'm on all of his live streams that I can get to and listen to.
So am I.
Because what's great about this is that out of all of the content creators, what Mr. Sensible does is because it's random and because there's nothing planned, it's literally what we feel like on the day. He gives a space for people like myself to emerge out of nothing. And he gives a space for people who doesn't know really what they want to say in the community. He gives them a voice and he gives them a platform. So, I mean, it's absolutely invaluable. So I do need to big up Mr. Sensible here a little bit, because literally without that live stream, this would not be happening right now.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it,
So
Pat.
yay, Mr.
You really
Sensible.
do.
Yeah, Mr. Sensible. Yeah.
I like mine.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So yeah, I'm going to drop out over there, but I was just going to turn around and say that how did I get into all of this shit? Well, finding stupid videos.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the very first one was Phuket Wood. I cannot stand his phraseology. I tried talking to him, and he replied back to me with, "You're just a stupid gamer who doesn't know jack shit about reality."
Of course.
Yeah, I'm a well-educated engineer who teaches guys. So Phuket Word didn't know what he was running into. So thank you very much. I found more shit on him and more shit on all the rest than most people could probably find in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And I do share it about, but I won't name names and I won't name places. But people get information about people. Have fun and enjoy. I got to shoot now, guys. I've got a live stream to get to.
All right. Bye, Colin.
See you later, man.
Another one.
Take
Bye.
care, Colin.
Catch you later, bro.
So
See you,
I
man.
just want to read something out in the chat, and I think this is more directed at Irish Demon.
What?
Charles McCann is not a stud
Who?
name. Look at FTFE.
I saw that one.
That's exactly why it's a stud name, goddammit. That name is a panty dropper.
Oh my god.
Craig, I did not say that. I was just reading out a chat if you're watching this back.
That is hilarious. Oh my god. Charles McCann is not a stud name. Yes, it is. All right, just switch it to Irish Demon then.
Oh jeez.
That's why I got
Weird.
ran out of Ireland.
Now, the only one that got ran out of Ireland, let's be clear on this, is Brian's illogic.
Oh my
We
God.
sent him adrift on a barrel, and somehow he still has feckin' signal.
I demanded that he hand in his Irish passport immediately because he doesn't deserve to be from the same country as like Boyle and me.
All right. You realise we share a continent with Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, so
That in itself is
Well, that makes sense.
one
That
of
makes
the
sense.
driving
In
factors.
fairness,
Right, go on.
right? In fairness, let's be honest here. Everything in Australia wants to kill you.
Yes.
So therefore, you should have your fair share of stupidity.
That's right.
Yep.
My flat Earth model says Australia is fake.
That's right.
I
know,
love
right?
that. I love that
Me too.
conspiracy theory
I know, isn't it funny?
It's the dumbest thing ever.
because that
Unbelievable.
means that means that our actors are better cricketers and rugby league players than the English. So the English are sending out professional sportsmen. We've got actors that can beat them.
Exactly.
That's how.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
if it were true, I wouldn't have a memory of having had a Foster's for the first and only time. So there's that too, right?
Well, there is that too. Only foreigners really drink Foster.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
No doubt.
It's like Foster's is like the Budweiser of beer, and
Yeah, it's Foster's is like it's like dishwater really. But yeah, Aussies don't really drink it. We like
Having
our
said that,
we
when I
drink,
was in uni,
Bush Chuck.
you'd get Fosters. You'd get Fosters for £2 when I was in uni. Do you know how much Fosters I bloody drank in uni?
Yeah, we used to get
and
Dutch
you're being
Gold.
overcharged.
Yes.
Well,
Come on,
when the
man.
other pints were like £4 and £5, I was happy with the Fosters.
Right.
see, I was the
There
same
was
with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, PBR. Nice.
PBR. Look, here's the thing:
Not happy
when you're
with
old and
Foster's,
broke, and you drink as
fuck.
much as I drink, well, as I used to drink, Pabst Blue Ribbon, yeah, $1.50. There you go.
That's all
I'm
right,
white
man.
trash and I'm in trouble.
Not bad. If,
And then you got these hipsters that saw us old folks drinking the PBR and thought it was cool. Oh, it's cool to do that, so we're going to order it too. And those
Yeah.
fuckers drove up the price of it. Now it's $4.50.
They
Asshole.
ruin everything, don't they?
Fucking
Yeah.
hipsters.
Yeah.
Hey, why did they hit the Sorry.
Enough of this. The promise of youth and the joy of creating life. They're just ruining everything. The young
Yes.
people.
Are.
Why did the
everything-
hipster burn his mouth?
Why?
Because he ate the pizza before it was cool.
Right.
I see you laughing, plot hole.
No, you don't.
There is an
That is
outstanding
directed
question.
directly at the plot hole.
Yeah.
100% directed at the plot hole. Yes.
Okay.
Right up your plot hole.
Dad jokes.
Right. Well, I tell
there-
you what, right? Because we're coming up on time, and I really want to get this in. So as people know, I'm a farmer and I'm a carer, and the person that I'm a carer for is also a folk singer. So, talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes, and I'm going to run downstairs and get him to sing us a few songs.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
we're all going to remember to mute properly, right, everybody?
Yes, please do.
Oh,
We
yeah.
show him the respect because he is amazing. He inspires me every day
yeah.
as well. So, just a brief update on him. He was blind from the age of 2 or 3 in one eye, and then at about 4 or 5 in the other. He had an incident. So he's been blind pretty much his whole life. And he has run this farm now he's owned this farm for 40 years. So he is an incredible human being.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
yeah, give me 2 minutes, guys. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
No problem.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how I got started in this because it's a sad, sad story. So we'll move on.
So turn into a
Can't
blues
just
song,
leave
and
it
then everybody
hanging.
can listen to it.
There
Right?
you go. There you go.
Make some money off of man.
That's right. Oh,
My actual gateway into this was Thunderfoot. He was the
yeah.
channel gateway of choice for me. It was good old Thunderfoot. I was watching some other stuff, and some flat earth content from his channel was suggested, and I thought, nah, surely no. And sure enough, for there, it was then Cool Hard Logic. And from that point on, the rabbit hole was well and truly entered and explored.
Yeah.
That sounded oddly strange.
Thank you.
It's
Right,
Time, my bell.
guys, I'm back.
All right.
Yay.
That was more like 30 seconds, not 120.
So can you hear us?
yes.
Yep.
Roger that.
Yeah, we're all going
Were
to
you
mute.
timing me? Were you timing me?
I was timing you.
That's all we did while you were gone. We were just counting.
Counting.
That's right.
We got to 32.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask my friend to now sing for us. He's going to sing 3 songs that I've demanded because
Oh.
I do get demanding.
No,
And
really?
these 3 songs are something. Yeah, no. You know.
know.
So these 3 songs. The first one is called "The Forest of Epping." Actually, no, we'll do that last because I love that one. We'll do William Brown first, and then Jolly Country Boys, and then The Forest of Epping, because I think The Forest of Epping, you'll understand when you hear it, but it's very, 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 very timely for what's happening in the US at the moment. So I would ask everyone to mute your mics.
Crafty.
And let's go. Yeah.
None of these songs are copyrighted.
Hang on. Sorry?
None of these songs are copywritten, are they?
No.
They're pretty
You don't
old.
care.
Okay.
They're very
don't
old.
care.
Well, no, it's not about whether
Professional
she
tunes.
cares. That's what I do. I'm a live streamer. I do podcasting, and I had somebody come on and record, or she came on and performed one of her own songs, and somebody claimed that the copyright owner claimed the tune. So
Well, in fairness, if I do get copyright claimed, 1, I'll challenge it to hell and back, and 2, if I get claimed, we can clip the last bit off, and people will have to make do. This is a very, very special time for you guys in the chat, and for me with my 1K special. So this, if I do get clipped, this is just for the people in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right.
Yeah. Of these 3 songs, I only know that one of them has an author, and he may well be dead, so that might help.
I think we're good.
So. Which one did you want first? I've forgotten again.
William Brown.
Oh, William
So
Brown.
can you guys hear him all right? Can you
hear
hear
me?
him all right?
You sure can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. Yep. This is the song which the tune is used from where I come from originally, which is in the northwest of England. It's used for loads and loads and loads of kids songs, but this is not a kids song, and just because of its reference to a newspaper that went out of business, it must have been written in the late 1950s, possibly the early 1960s. But I don't know where I learned it. This is the odd thing. Anyway, well, a nice young lad was William Brown. He worked for a wage in a northern town. He worked from 6 till 8 at night, turning of his wheel from left to right, and keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning, and do a little more each day. Now then one day the foreman came and he said, look here, young, what's your name? We're far from pleased with what you do. Turn a little harder, out you go, and keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning, and do a little more each day. So our Willie, he made such a run, 3 times round instead of 1. He turned so hard that he was made the Lord High Turner of his trade. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning, and do a little more each day. Now the goods he made such a pile, they caused his boss's face to smile. It filled that room and the room next door, and they overflowed to the basement floor. And keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning, and do a little more each day. And the nation, it heard about this tale. The news appeared in the Sketch and the Mail, and the railways ran excursions down just for to see young William Brown. And keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning, and do a little more each day. Oh, but sad, the sequel is to tell. He's turned out more than his boss could sell. The market slumped, the price went down. 7 more days they've sacked young Brown. And keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning. Keep that wheel a-turning, and do a little more each day.
How great was that? How great was that?
That was
That
awesome.
was
Awesome.
fucking brilliant, man.
The next
Wow.
one, I want. This is actually dedicated to Dick, and you'll understand why in a little while, Dick. But yeah, I wanted you to hear this one specifically.
Yeah, this one is a rural song as opposed to the first one, which is obviously from the industrial northwest, probably, of England. But this song I learned from a couple of girls that sang in Yorkshire, which is the county east of Lancashire, which is probably where the other one came from. But it's not from their area. It's from probably in the southwest somewhere. Anyway, it's traditional. I don't think it has a writer. Here it goes. Number one, some stand still, but I can run with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, John. Oh God, no, sorry. Number one, some stand still, but I can run with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number two, some can harrow, but I can plough with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. And number three, I am blind, but most can see with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number four, some gan round, but I gan o'er with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number five, some are dead, but I'm still alive with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number six, some use crutches, I use sticks with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number seven, some like partridge, I like pheasant with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number eight, some can box, but I can fight with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number nine, some drink gin, but I like wine with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number ten, some like cock, but I prefer hen with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. Number 11, some go to hell, but I'm going to heaven with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we. And number 12, if you want any more, you must sing it yourself with me rant and tattle 'em. Old Jack saddle 'em, jolly country lads are we.
Oh,
That is awesome.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
So I had
every
glass.
time,
That was nice.
Really nice.
every time I'm talking to Dick, that song is in the back of my head.
Really? You're reminded
Yeah.
of Dick. A song about going to heaven reminds you of Dick.
No, some prefer cock, but I prefer hen. That reminds
okay,
me.
all right,
Yes,
all right.
I caught that. I caught that.
From now on, Dick is known
Every
as number
time.
10.
Number 10. That's right. Number 10.
I learned it from. I'm not sure what their orientation was, but
Yeah.
anyway.
I love that. So yeah, we're at tension now. So we're gonna this last one is actually, it's the first song I ever heard him sing, and it's my favorite song of all of them that he sings. And then we're gonna have a little bit of a shout out for everyone here to say goodbye. There's 10 of us, so woohoo! So yeah, if you want to explain the last one.
Yeah, this one, Epping Forest is a place north of London. It is a forest, but there's lots of bits of it built over now. And this song I know was written by, at least I'm pretty sure was written by a man called Sidney Carter. And it must be 10 years ago now. I was about to sing this song somewhere, and I said this song was written by Sidney Carter, and as far as I know, he's dead because he was older than me, and I'm 71 this year. And somebody said to me, "God, I hope not." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Well, I met him last week." But I imagine by now he's dead, you know, but could be wrong. He may be immortal. Anyway, so this song, as you'll see, is quite appropriate for what is going on in the United States, and possibly may explain a cure for some of the problems which Donald Trump will never consider. In the forest of Epping, the wild deer were black. They'd all been that colour from centuries back. When into the woods came a buck who was white. The keepers of Epping were shocked at that sight. Good luck to the buck, good luck to the doe. To the forests of Epping together they'll go. Now the does all followed wherever he went. So up to headquarters this message was sent. There's a white buck a-wandering where he should not. Back came the answer, that buck must be shot. Good luck to the buck, good luck to the doe. Through the forests of Epping together they'll go. But a fair forest maiden, whose hair it was red, whose waist it was slender, to the keeper she said, "Oh, why should you shoot him? I don't think it's fair. You can't kill a buck for the hue of his hair. Good luck to the buck, good luck to the doe. Through the forest."
Did we lose?
Damn it, we've lost him.
I think we
Someone
lost
kick
him.
a goat. Get the goats back on the fucking treadmill. Bugger it. Maybe the
Yeah,
maybe
the
the deer
internet probably pooped out.
scored the goats off. But aye, we've dropped, man.
We're still here.
No, aye, they've dropped.
Yeah,
That
say
was-
they
I
dropped.
knew what I meant.
That was
I knew
crafty.
what I meant.
Oh, it's coming back.
Together they'll go. Now you must try to view this matter more sanely. I'll stalk him with care, and mainly you may think I'm hard-hearted, but really I'm not. I'm an animal lover, but a bloody good shot. Good luck to the buck, good luck to the doe. Through the forests of Epping together they'll go. Now they've hunted him here and they've hunted him there, but they can't catch that buck with the wrong coloured hair. And if you go down to that forest today, they're black and they're white and they're silvery grey. Good luck to the buck, good luck to the doe. Through the forests of Epping together they'll go. Now your hair may be black or your hair may be white. There'll always be somebody shocked at that sight. But if you were the white buck and I were the doe, through the forests of Epping together we'd go. Good luck to the buck, good luck to the doe. Through the forests of Epping together we'll go.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, sorry for a bit of a cutout there. My internet switched. But oh my God, yes, you can look these songs up. And I'm sure there's versions of them online. But I did want to. I'm gonna go upstairs. But I did want to just share with you some of what I love. So, with that, we're going to go around with everyone and say our goodbyes. So. Let me see. I'm going to start with Tony. Tony, say what you want to say.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you very much for sharing the songs with us. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you for inviting me on. It's a pleasure to spend time with you and with everybody else, and keep on creating awesome content. I look forward to your videos and everybody else's here. So thank you all for the positive impact you have on my lives. My life. I only had the one. Sorry, made that sound plural. I was wrong. But anyway, thank you very
Not a
much.
cat, are you?
No, I'm not. But good guess. Anyway.
So Blue, if you're still here, say what you want to say.
Well, I just wanted to mainly say congrats on 1,000, Keela. Well deserved. And before you know it, you'll be way past me. So it's been a real pleasure being here with you guys. Tune in to Bob the Science Guy's channel tonight. We're going to have a little fun with Quantum Eraser and stuff like that. And with that, have a good evening.
Bye, Blue. And thanks again for coming. And thank you to Bob the Science Guy for dropping in as well. So we're going to go down to Irish Demon. Say what you want to say.
Well, guys, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate the songs most of all. It, being so far away from home at such a kind of a rough time, it brings me right back to the weekends in the village, in the pub, and somebody whips out a guitar. And so that was awesome. That really was great. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for everybody who supported me and my channel over the last few weeks. And congratulations on hitting the 1,000 mark.
And congratulations to you. I can't wait for your big party. Woohoo!
Yeah, hopefully in the next week or so we'll come up with something.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, the plot hole. Say what you want to say.
Oh man, thanks for having me on. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, congrats on that 1,000. I think the next one will be at 4. So yeah. Oh, do make sure you check out the plot hole this weekend. Friday night we have Professor Dave. He'll be on answering questions, having a good old time.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just dropping that in there. That's a huge deal. That's incredible.
I'm looking
I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, just real quick, another person who managed to reach 1,000 in the last week or two, is and his name is gone.
Professor Bell?
Dr. Phil Bell, yeah, Professor
Legend.
Phil Bell. So Phil Bell is one of these people who isn't the biggest showman, doesn't need to be the biggest showman, but my God, is that whiteboard getting famous. What he writes on that whiteboard, it just clicks with so many people on so many levels, and congratulations to Phil Bell. I can't wait to see his channel grow and see his content grow. Right, so who else have we got? We have Glober Mommy.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, I'm so proud of you for reaching 1K. I mean, who knew on April 3rd that you ever get this far? But bam, you just blew up with those goats. I guess people like goats. I'm in the wrong business. But yeah. I've been on a year and don't even have half the subs you do. But it's not about subs anyway. It's about putting up the content and giving enjoyment to people and entertainment to people. So that's why I do it. But I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you so much. And for those who don't know, Glober Mommy was the one who actually brought me to the EiE Network, and I have found a family there, and I absolutely love them. So moving on through that family, from goats to sheep. Amy, say what you want to say.
That's right. I know when Matt and I win the Megabucks, we're going to have our sheep. I promise. Yes, I do want to say, come see us all on the EiE Network, please. We have a whole bunch of great shows for you all, great content and everything. I want to say to Crafty Keela, congratulations on 1,000. That is amazing. And those goats are just adorable. I just want to squeeze them all. So thank you so much for having me on. I'm so honored to know you. I'm really excited about everything going on. This is so much fun. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Amy. And we're going to move on now to the guy who has run the last 2 live streams for me and kept me going, and has done so much work in the background. I just got to say, that intro that you've seen, that is his work, and I thank him for it. Taddy, say what you want to say, man.
Thanks very much, Keela, but I have to say, it's been an absolute pleasure doing whatever I can for you, though. And you know, I'll do whatever I can in the future for you. You are family, as you mentioned it, the EiE Network there. And the Shills, man, you are family. There is no way you were letting you go now, man. No way you're getting rid of us. As for the stream, thank you very much for having me on. It's been great. The folks that have been on, I mean, look at who's come on. You're an absolute legend, Mrs. Already. It has to be said. The one thing I will say is, if you haven't seen it from, I think it was last night, Agree to Disagree with Cats and Creaky Blinder, Tony, on that last night. Fucking
That
sweet,
was
man.
amazing. That was amazing.
If you haven't, go check that out, man. Other than that, the only thing I've got to say is the same as I signed off on the last stream. It's been a pleasure to have me on.
It has. Just really quick, because I've just noticed someone snuck into the chat.
Yes, I
Team
saw that
Skeptic,
too.
how the fuck are you? Are you even awake at this time?
He's muted. Team, unmute.
You gotta unmute.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Yeah,
Team, I'm so excited that you actually got on just as we were finishing. How are you?
I feel bad because I didn't even know that it was going on. I was working on a video, and when I work on a video, it always puts my Discord in streamer mode, so I just don't have to worry about anything interrupting me or anything like that. And I just forgot to turn it back on when I woke up. I was finishing up the video, and I look over and I'm like, oh shit, these messages, I didn't even see them. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm super late, but you know, if you're not late, you're not fashionable, and I got to be fashionable.
Correct.
Well, I am so glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it. How have you been? Because you've had a rough time of it.
Oh fuck, man, I know. I
lately,
really
haven't
have.
you? And you're on the up, but
Well, yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
on the up. And nothing is stopping me. It's just like these fucking oversized hills that keep getting in my way that I've never had to deal with. Like my last video, it was doing so fucking good, right? Top one. Okay, so if you're a creator, you know that you can go to your studio and see how your newest video compares to your previous 10. And it always ranks them. So like after an hour, if this one's a really good video, it'd be like, oh, number 1 of 10, because you've gotten 2,000 views in the first hour, and your other 10 videos, none of them got 2,000 views. Well, the British TV company, the ITV, I believe is what they called, IPC, that owned
ITV,
This Morning. Yeah, they own This Morning or whatever. Well, they just blindly copyright claimed my video. Not even checking to see if it was fair use claim, under fair use or anything. So then I had to deal with that. But then for 24 hours, right? For the first 24 hours, my video still sat at number 1 on my thing, even though for 11 of those hours, it didn't get a single view. And now it's not even doing anything because, of course, everybody that was notified of it and went to the videos sees that it's removed. They're like, okay, and they just move on with their day. So I was doing my comments video, and that's coming out this afternoon, I'm sure. Hopefully it'll help the video pick up steam again.
well, I came into the community just as you got your channel back, and I mean, when I first start speaking in some of the chats, someone was like, no, you have to go check out Team Skeptic, and I kind of binge watched everything that you've done in the space
That's
of like
awesome.
3 days. And I absolutely love what you've done and what you've achieved, and I'm glad to see you back. I really am. I mean,
that's awesome. I don't ever think anybody ever binge watches my stuff. It's I do it to other people because one of my favorite people to binge watch is Tau Ceti Alpha, because I can just watch Flat Earth Retard Mode nonstop, right? So, or full retard, I'm sorry, flat earth full retard mode. I can watch that nonstop. So I'll turn it on when I go to sleep at night. And because he has a playlist of all of them in sequential order, and I'll start at one, and wherever I wake up, I'll pause it there, and just, you know, when I come back and go back and get in bed, I start it back up and go to sleep listening to flat earth dipshits all the time.
It's good fun. What else would you be doing?
I don't sleep well.
Same. Shut up, Dick. Right. Here's the secret of the EiE Network, right? Here's what they don't want you to know. Dick will start up a random meet at some point, at some day. And for me, it'll start at like 2 a.m. And I end up weirdly going onto these meets and not getting off until 7 a.m. So, yeah, it's prompted an in-joke of when do you actually sleep?
If Dick's involved, you don't, because like a couple nights, same thing happened to me a couple nights ago. He calls me.
Yes.
What was it at 12? 12 a.m. in the morning. He calls me. Next thing I look down at my phone, it's 2 o'clock. I'm like, Dick, I gotta go.
Yeah, I've had more than a few discourse from Dick. Like it's like 12 at night, 1 in the morning when I'm asleep. You know.
Is this like
you're talking
I'm not hip to? We're talking about
Team. Sorry, team. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're talking to Dick for more than 2 hours at a time, you're doing something wrong.
2 hours is generous.
And if it lasts more than 4 hours, see your doctor.
Yes, exactly. Now, I do want to say hello to everybody because I haven't got a chance to say everybody. What up, Taddy? Dick Dawson, Johnny. Johnny's following me everywhere now. He moved to Dallas just to be closer to me. And then Glober Mommy, of course, hello, and Amy Hogan, the beautiful lady with the wonderful voice.
Unfortunately, you missed your partner in crime. You missed your partner in crime. Fight was here earlier.
Yeah, he was.
Bob was here.
Yeah,
he was.
Bob the Science Guy was here. Blue was here. Chris Victory, Irish Demon, Jump Monk. You missed Jump Monk. He's never going to forgive you now.
With that entire list that you just gave me, I am like so fucking happy right now that I joined when I did. So thank you. Thank you, Discord, for going into streamer mode automatically. And finally, Tony Purcell. Man, this is like 2 times in a month here, man. What the fuck's going on? This is we need to vaccinate ourselves against this or some shit. And then Bullionator,
right?
Fucking Bullionator. I didn't even know you were in here. I saw everybody else. I hadn't had a chance to say hi, but I just didn't even see your name.
I'm producing it, so.
I roped Bill in. I roped Bill in to produce, and he's been doing an amazing job. And thank you, Bull. I will come back to Bull now in a minute. But he's not the only one. Dick is not the only one who has kept me up until about 5 o'clock in the morning. Is he, T?
Can I?
What happened?
Can I ask?
What happened there?
Crafty, may I ask one favor of everybody, please? I am completely offended when people call him Dick. It's just a personal thing. It's really nobody else's fault. You shouldn't feel bad for calling him Dick. It's his name. But it does upset me. It does upset me. So if everybody would please
call him
Dawson. Just call him Penis. Okay. I'm totally cool with Penis.
I just have a little story on that.
Yeah, the backside of that team is on the reverse. It's hung like a Lego man. Thank you very much.
Well, I hate to tell you, but us Lego men are fucking flat like cardboard boxes. So
skin dolls, right?
No wonder
man, that guy's got a cock like a beaver tail.
The wonder your mankini is the shape it is. That makes perfect sense.
Oh no, I'm sorry, but my mankini absolutely fucking negates the last statement I made. So
that mankini is infamous. But as I said to you, he's not the only one that's kept me up until 4 o'clock in the morning on a live stream. What the hell happened there? Because
with who?
Right, so team had this really long stream, and half of it was just reading out super chats.
Oh yeah.
As Team does, like he has to set 4 hours aside for his debates because 2 were talking to the Flurf and 2 were just covering the super chats. And at one stage, he was getting Demon on to talk about him, you know, basically screwing over Nathan Thompson. And then he was like, "Sure, since all of the Irish are coming on," and he invites me on. It lasted another 2.5 hours.
It's not my fucking fault that you're interesting.
Yes, it is.
That was a monolith of that was a mega live stream. Like, how long did that actually go on for? 6 hours or something?
You know, I don't know. These live streams, you know, when I started doing YouTube, I never wanted to live stream. Like that was
Same.
never in my plan. I was like, I would tell my kid, I was like, live streamers are dumb. You know, death to live streaming. You know, let's make content. Put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stupid live streamers. But then I started to notice that, like, you get so much more interaction with live streams. You know, like you can interact with the chat, you can play with the guys, and you can have fun. Not much I can do in a created video. I can create a video and wait for a response and then create a response to it and take 6 months for us to have a conversation, kind of like text messaging these days. But what I can do is I can just put on a live stream and say, hey, I'm not going to set a time. But when I first started live streaming, after an hour and a half, I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I've given you an hour and a half of my life. It is, you know, this is ridiculous. This is live streaming. It's not even that cool, you know. And then, of course, I would go on Red's live streams and stay there for 3.5, 4 hours, have a blast. And I was like, okay, so maybe I need to check this live streaming stuff out a little bit more. Maybe I need to quit being such a goddamn boomer and start like live streaming. So I started doing longer live streams, and fucking before I know it, man, like we're 3.5 hours into a live stream, and I don't
With
look
still 500 people.
and have no fucking idea it's been 3.5 hours.
People watch. I have.
I think debate roulette played a part in your indoctrination to the live streams, though, team, because
It did.
Like that
It
was the
did.
first time I ever met TeamSkeptic. He came on to debate roulette on the Non Sequitur Show channel. Like it was.
Oh,
one of the
hold on,
early-
Bull.
It was the first debate roulette, though. It was the first.
It
one.
was. And we have to tell them what my topic was. Do you remember what my topic was? I had the most amazing one, and I took the positive side on it.
I forget. Oh God, you were debating Jamie Sizzlo
Is
too. weren't
torture? Yes. Is torture effective?
Is
That's what
torture
we were
effective? Yeah.
Is torture
Wow.
effective? And I said yes. I had to take the yes side on that.
Torture.
Fun times.
Debate roulette was not that specific. It's just, is torture effective? Yeah.
Yeah, literally debate roulette, and this was a great idea by Nonsec, by the way. Would be to put about 20 topics on a wheel.
Let's clarify. That was David McGinnis and my idea. Fuck Kyle Curtis.
Y'all,
All right.
y'all had a great idea.
Okay.
So they would put 20 topics on a wheel and spin the wheel. Whatever topic landed on the wheel, that would be the topic for debate. So we didn't really have a choice, and you weren't coming prepared. There was no choice. Then they would say, okay, everybody that wants to take the positive, put a 1 in the chat. Everybody wants to take a negative, put a 2. And then they go through and add all the names that had a 1 on it, spin another wheel, and whoever it landed on, that person got to debate. Well, I fucking got like the second wheel spin. I think it was the first debate because it was the first time they did it, and there were some technical issues with people trying to join because people just didn't know how to do it. And I didn't either. It took me fucking forever to do it too. But when I came in, yeah, I debated fucking whether torture was effective or not. Like, hell yeah, it is. Waterboard the shit out of them.
But Jammy was a hell of an opponent too. Like Jamie Sizzlo,
yeah,
that guy's smart. Jammy, if you're listening to this, which I highly doubt because you disappeared, please contact me via email.
And in fairness, it's not likely to be listening to my live stream because I'm not that big yet.
Well, it has.
Yet.
He was the contributor to the Non Sequitur Show that actually bought VMix for the Non Sequitur Show. So that license is still
Cool.
is in Steve McRae's hands at some point soon, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I bought a license. I actually introduced Fight the Flat Earth and TeamSkeptic to it, as well as Creaky Blinder. So anybody who's out there using vMix in the community probably got it from Dave McGinnis and I. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, we definitely got the idea. It was after seeing the production of those shows, I was like, yeah, there's no way. I'm not, anything I do that doesn't include vMix is, in my opinion, just it's a amateur production. Not that you can't make really nice productions with OBS and OBS Streamlabs and all the other places, but at the same time, they're not doing what vMix does.
Just like
Sorry.
Now team just needs to now team just needs to know how to use it.
Oh, I'm good at it now. I've forced myself to learn how to use it. But Fight always, like when we do our shows, I'm just so into the conversation that I don't look at my vMix. I don't look at my live chat unless it's, I don't have an opponent I'm speaking to. But when I'm debating, I hardly ever get a chance to really look at the live chat or the vMix.
Well, and OBS,
Yeah, no, you don't.
OBS can do most of what vMix does. Some of it is just insanely difficult to do with OBS. But vMix just makes it, click, look, it did it.
vMix, I'll say like this, vMix, when people ask why is vMix so good, I never really have a good answer, but I think I have come up with one. Because it's basically common sense, where everything else is very technical, vMix is very common sense. It's very easy once you learn the workflow of vMix. It's very easy to then create unique transitions, unique stingers, unique titles, and all that would be something that would be a little bit harder to do in OBS. You probably couldn't do most of that in OBS. You would have to do create it in like After Effects, export it out, and then bring it in as a MOV file where like a PNG sequence or something, where vMix will do all of that within vMix for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's interesting is we did say 15 minutes ago we were wrapping up, but I love you being here.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is that I said at the start of this that I didn't want to live stream in general. But I did because I wanted the community tab really, and I got the 1,000 subs, and I've now got the community tab. But since you were so late, I think at some stage, you, me, and a few others should definitely get together again and have a proper chat. What do you think?
I think I'm washing my hair that day.
Oh. That's a yes then.
Gosh.
Yes.
Coming from
Your
team,
ball
that's a
hair
yes.
doesn't count.
We were talking.
I pull all those out, so no.
Yeah. We were talking about when I get my new laptop about playing Call of Duty, and he was like, "No, I'm not having a girl on my team. He's just afraid to lose to a girl."
He is.
You heard it here first. It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I'll take any Karen on my team, so come on.
That's okay, Nathan. We'll be good. We'll be good.
Oh, yes. Burn.
Jesus Christ. I'm out. I'm TeamSkeptic and I'm out. No, I'm just...
You left yourself open for that one.
Don't keep all of them
I do that.
all the way. Ease them into it.
We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. There's only yourself and Penis left to talk. So come here, tell us what's
Thank
next
you.
for you.
I'm less
What's next for
traumatized.
you? What are you working on? What are you gonna release? What's next?
For me? Okay, so I have 2 things for me. Well, 3 things is really what I have coming up that I'm going to be focusing on. I have my comment video. That's the comment reaction video to the Mark Sargent video. That'll be out this afternoon, if not tomorrow morning. That's not something I'm going to premiere because it's only like 10 or 11 minutes long. So I'm just going to put it out as a video. So it'll go up as soon as I get done with it. The second thing I have is my monthly, what I'm going to call my monthly try hard video. It's the videos that, like, because flat earth stupidity is not try hard. That is literally going back to, it's practice on middle school math and science. That's really what it's all about. It's just getting, making sure that I'm fluent in terminology and basic concepts. That's what the flat earth presents to me. So every month I'm doing a well-researched video, and I'm going to be doing a point-by-point debunk of the video that came out called Plandemic. Have any of you seen Plandemic yet?
Yeah.
No.
I started watching it.
It's a giant steaming pile of dog shit.
Yes, it is. And I'm doing a point-by-point debunk of it, and it's not going to be very. I mean, I'm still going to try to throw jokes in and whatnot, but I think once a month I'm going to push my educational limits and try to learn something new, and take on a new topic. And the new topic that I want to take on right now is the anti-vax topic, anti-vax topic, and the First Amendment audit bitches topic. The ones that not the good First Amendment auditors, but the ones that go in and antagonize police officers and end up getting their ass kicked. I'm gonna start covering a lot more of those videos as well. Helps me brush up on my law, my understanding of the law.
Mm-hmm.
That is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, again, if you're not subscribed to TeamSkeptic, go over. All of the channels of the people that were on today is going to be in the description after the show. So really quickly, we have 2 more people that I want to get in. First of all is Bool. How do you think today went, and what's up next for you?
Well, like I brought up earlier, I plan on doing Prove It. That's going to be with the EiE Network's help at this point. So look for that on my channel. Hopefully I can be doing this fairly soon once we start doing Prove It on there. So I'll have my own 1K sub special.
Yeah.
That'll be coming up.
Nice.
Because I'm already at 500, and I really don't have a lot of coherent. I have content, but it's not real coherent. A lot of it's unrelated to other stuff on my channel. Some series I want to finish up or maybe redo, like the Logic series, the Digital Logic series.
Yeah.
Other than that, and Prove It, I don't have a lot. So
You don't have a lot, but you have a lot.
Yeah,
because you're roped into pretty much everything on YouTube.
EiE Network. I'm also doing Steve McRae, Ilya Punchy, Pimp Monk. Can't forget him. He's every weekday, various Fridays from 11 to 1 Eastern. That's what I do. I live stream, so I'm like the opposite of team. Like, who screw those live streamers? No, I'm the one.
Well, I've changed. I'm now a live streamer, I guess. I'm now grasping to keep my content creator title. Like I've got to make stuff to keep that title up. But I like live streaming now. Like I said, it gives me a chance to interact with the community and be a little bit more involved with what they have to say.
Did anybody else?
It gives him the opportunity to wear his mankini live.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Did anybody else hear Saddam Hussein singing from South Park when he said, "I've changed, I've changed"?
Yes, yes. I've changed.
Okay, we're going to end this live stream, but first of all, we have to hear from the amazing Dick Dawson. Say what you got to say, man.
Hey, well, thank you. First off, congratulations. Well, it was a really great rise up to 1K. We're so happy you joined our family and are in the gang and helping and, playing along and everything. And let's see. Can't wait to see what's coming out soon because, we got goat names and whatnot, and that'll be cool. Yep. And I'm sure you're going to be diving into some other content as well. So, woohoo. All right, Crafty, go, go, go. Awesome.
Yay. Right, well, just real quick, because you just literally reminded me of that. Yes, I had forgotten I'd asked people to name a goat. So, team, you're here for this. Just to remind people of the names, if this will now load up. Right. So.
I gotta name a goat.
No. They've already named it. So in joint last place, Argent and Bucephalus on 7%. Sorry team, but MeTube got 18%. Charles McCann got 27%, and Pythagoras got 42%. So
I want to
yay,
call my
Pythagoras.
goat. I want to call my goat T-Bone.
Okay. Well, before this gets railroaded yet again, because I love all the tangents. I absolutely love the tangents. And team, again, thank you so much for coming on.
No, congratulations. You deserve it. Congratulations. You and that other fuck face, Irish Demon. Y'all both deserve it.
Irish Demon wishes he was me. It's okay.
Where the fuck is he at? Where the fuck is Irish Demon at, man?
He had to go. He was here.
He was here? Okay,
he
good.
Was. He
I
was.
missed him too. All right, awesome.
If you'd arrived on time, you'd know. But
was Conspiracy Cat here? I see him in the. I see that you have cats in the picture. Was he here?
He didn't make it. Unfortunately, he had to work. So
you tried to bring him in when Craig was here, didn't you?
Oh, he knows better. He knows better. But yes, thank you to everybody that's been on. This has been absolutely incredible. Really quickly, I'm still working on the Challenging Conspiracies, and the Gemma O'Doherty one video will be out very soon as well.
Really?
You can catch me over on the EiE Network during the weekends. Apart from that, Pythagoras is the name of the goat, so I want to thank you all for engaging in that. So have a great week. Keep safe, keep healthy, and we will see you the next stream. We'll take us out.